Greetings, welcome to LXF. We're back with the SNCB M6 build, the Bombardier M6. We gotta build some bogies and then do some other bits to it. Yeah. Anyways, let's go to our ad spot and then we'll jump right in, shall we? Brick Print is your place for custom stickers and custom 3D printed parts. If you like what I do, you'll definitely like what he does. It is custom stickers and custom 3D printed parts for my mocks and all other careers mocks. So make sure to check it out. www.brickprint.com. Take a look around, support Missouri, and yeah. New to the store is always new stickers and new 3D printed parts, so make sure to check that out and enjoy. And let's go on over to the studio, shall we? Alright, so before we start off here, you guys notice anything? I guess I didn't pick up on last time. Something about one side, and then something about another side, and then you come here and there's something about one side, and you go over and there's something about another side. Yeah, the little window thingies are only on one end. Even in my reference material, only on one end. So, yeah, that's the thing. We'll just, Sorry about that, and a yawn. Just tired. We'll just turn that gray, and that just hides my crimes. I don't think that actually fully hides my crimes. I should just merge that together. And merge that together. Now my crimes are fully hidden. Merge and merge. There we go. Crimes are now hidden. Alright. So now with that out of the way, it's bogey time. The bogies are quite simplistic, aren't they? Yeah, more or less. Yeah, I don't think it'd be too crazy to build them. They're pretty simplistic in their design. Without further ado, am I using this blueprint sized up correctly, right? Yes. Yes, it is. Wheel, I need some train wheels, please. She's being a little slow again. That's not a good sign for starting out. What's the... Oh, excuse me, I keep yawning. That's how tired I am. Okay, so it's 7 on centers for the wheels. Alright. And none of this needs to be powered, so I'm thinking we run with just this. Let's, I need to create a base, basically. Yeah. 4, probably like a 3s. And then we need set. Oh. We are in on that submodel. There we go. Now it's separate. Okay, we're better now. Okay, so 7s. These are 3s. She's good. That's exactly what I need. Copy, paste. More or less the bogey size I need. Make axle. My 6 long axle out. There it is. Copy, paste. Come on, get in there. There we go. There we go. That's perfect. I'm just gonna delete this and then copy and paste this to the other side. Did all that. Plate 1x5. Good. Now for the bogies. There really isn't much going on, is there? Yeah, I just need to get some like plate rounds in here. Okay. It'd help if they're really big. Yeah, plate rounds on either side. Feels like I need to do this 2 directions. We have these 2 parts that stick out like that. It almost feels like I need something up above that's kind of flat. Oh, virtual train stuff is here. Welcome. Train night. Guess for you, I need to often do just something train related. Why do I keep yawning? My body does not want to, like, be alive today. I am a railroader, so it's kind of my thing. Yeah. It's fair enough. It would be nice if I had more... I guess I could swap these out, even though I don't think I like that idea too much. Those there. I'm just gonna do this the lazy way and just copy mirror straight across. Just delete those ones. Bracket, sure. It looks like I need to, yeah, I need another plate. It's fine. There we go. Yeah, it comes out like that, and then I know there's, I need that little bar thing right there. Like shock absorber looking thing. Oh, there's a vertical one back there too. That complicates things. Not to mention that... Actually, wait, oh, these are different. Okay, so I need something that extends out from the side. Bogies, yeah, the vertical shocks there, and then I need that diagonal one, sideways one. At least the sideways one should be fairly easy. So all I need to do is just tile modified, add a clip somewhere, kind of like that. Probably just a candlestick, honestly. Candlestick. Where's that short little bar? You, my good sir. That's basically all that's needed. Boom, done. It'd be nicer to have a little bit more stud connection on the back, but I don't think I can get that. I don't think I'm permitted that. Yeah, I don't think I can slip a tile behind there either. I need to more or less accept that as is. I just need to get the upper shock mounts kind of on here. Guess would just be plates probably put sideways here. Yep. Pretty much like that. Paste. Put you. Copy near. Pop you down over there. And I honestly probably just use these bars again on either end. That's more or less the bogies for these things. There really isn't a whole lot going on. And I'm gonna copy and mirror all this. Bloop. There we go. How wide is that? It's 9 wide? That's 8 wide. These just kind of stick out. So I could definitely suck it in just a little bit. I changed my design just ever so slightly. But if I did that, I don't know how I'd change the top part. Just leave it super wide. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it super wide. Alright. I guess without further ado, I just need to get a mount going for the top. Modified. Probably just going to do some basic turntable. Let's just go ahead and run a tile all the way across. Oh, wait. There we go. Technic. No, turntable would be down below. Here we go. Just go ahead and run big turntable. That'll be pretty good. Plate brown. You. Black. It's all mostly black besides the, yeah, that shock that runs sideways is red. Drop down step. Yep, I need to do that as well too. Figure out how to do that. That's gonna be interesting. So I probably need to attach it to the bogie, maybe? I guess without further ado, I should probably get this bogie kind of attached to the rest of the body of the train. Okay. You need to go down a plate lower. No, that's already... Oof. Car spoiler. Actually, maybe. Yeah, this feels like this might need a... just go down just a little further. A connection point? About there. But if I do that, it's like, sticks it kind of too far up. It really has to sit like that, right on top of there. I don't really like that. I don't really have much of a choice either. I wonder if I just ran like a shorter tech axle. That probably wouldn't help me out, would it? Because I don't think there would be enough. Actually, I guess with the rails, yeah, it wouldn't slide off that easily. It was set up like this. I might need to test that. It should be red and then light bluish gray. That way I can kind of suck in a little bit of this from the sides. Mostly this bottom part. Kind of suck that in a little bit. Contact in articulation. What do you mean by that? That should kind of keep things together. I don't think the train wheels would pop off by sitting there like that. I does mean I need to figure out how to suck on the stop part. Added plate or not. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's tiles up top, but that probably wouldn't stop some friction. Probably just need to, yeah, it would have to be from the train car side. I would need to just put a gap, however small. Modified. I don't think I can put in something like this. I don't think this solves any problem necessarily. Actually, is it? Yeah, it's sucked in too much. It's kind of a problem. I only need to bring it in just like a little bit. Trying to think, what would be the best way to go about trying to just ever so slightly bring it in? See, I think it would be nicer if it's a little bit more inwards. Sucked in ever so little. One dumb idea I have is just to bring the entire center of the bogey in more and add these little half bushings to like the outside. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be most brilliant because then I'd have to run bars across in order for there to be any connection from side to side. And it would have to be like a lot of bars going back and forth. I don't think that's ideal. Now, any problem I need to solve, I need to solve here. Yeah, no, this wouldn't. I don't think this would help either. That's way out there. Okay. Yep, that doesn't do much. Alright. Yeah, it's probably not a whole lot of connection point. But maybe that gives me something to work with? Not a whole lot, but actually I think I do have kind of a maybe slightly dumb idea. Yeah. And that's with this plate round. Connect you to there. Okay, if we shove that outwards more, that doesn't quite connect. What? It doesn't mean I can't move this more inwards, as long as I can grab that stud connection. There we go. Now I can just ever so slightly push it out, like that. And with the turntable over top, I don't think that should be a problem at all. We can change this back actually to a 1x3 again. Paste. Alright, and then we just need to lower the 1x5 on this side. That. Come here. Pop down on that side. And then, yeah, it's just more or less redoing everything that we already had before. And then on the train coach side of things, probably need to fix it to where this just sits like probably fractionally of a bracket or whatever down lower. Select the color, black. There we go. Okay. Bogey is fixed again. Okay. Create a submodel. Thank you. You should release yourself as a submodel. There's some stuff we need to do in this area. Probably want to bracketize this, honestly. That should give me enough room to be able to do something. And come on. Why cooperate, please? Thank you. Go there. Okay, and then I think a 2x6 should be fine. Wow, why does nothing want to connect to... There we go. Come on. Yep, you're all struggling hardcore. What's going on? Studio is very unhappy with me. Okay, so with this, and I think maybe just some bricks up above, we have all the anchoring to the body. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably use the connection tool for a lot of this. Do one more brick. Oh, one more plate. There we go. So now that's pretty secured within the body. I should be able to use some brick modifieds of some sort in order just to get the stud difference down just a bracket basically, which will push the bogey down just a bracket with, keep it off of this, keeping the friction off of it. I don't think it's that hard to necessarily do that either. I just need to make sure that whatever technique I do, you see here it's fractionally off. I think it's as simple as actually just doing that. That should keep it, yep, fractionally off. And I think that's also low enough. Yeah, I think that's low enough too for this. It's not hugely down. If it is farther down than I need, I guess there is some adjustment I could play with this. It's not like a huge amount of adjustment, but there's some. Okay, copy mirror. Go, and I should be able to plop that down right there. Okay, yeah, no, it is a plate too low. Easy fix. Up here, delete that, move that up top. And I guess, I know I have somewhere in this menagerie of parts, I should have the 2/3 brick. I think it's up in this section. We'll just go find a new one. Modified, 2/3 brick, thank you. Okay, there we go. And that should sit like that, that should sit like that. And that's inwards by half a plate, which is perfect because this, if we use the connection tool, just to make it my life easier. Yeah, which is the there it is. I think that's the connection point that I needed. Yep. There we go. Yep, now it's bracketized off of there, so it's just a little bit of a gap. I still think this makes this train car a little bit taller than it ever so slightly taller than it probably should be. What are we missing? There's like some kind of electronics stuff. Ooh, boy, I can't hardly make that out. So, hold on. Let's, I'm gonna bring up, the, internet here. Okay. SNCB M6. Which is, do we have? Oh, here we go. I'm just looking straight at it right there. It looks like just a box with bar thingy hanging out of it. Yeah. Okay, that's easy enough. I have a feeling it's not the same on that end though. Do you perchance have any other like really clear images of what's going on the sides of those cars? Okay, we're looking at the same thing here. Actually, you know what? Maybe looking at a hoe scale thing would be best. Kind of. Maybe it isn't as great as I thought it would be. Website, tell me. Oh, you have very fuzzy images website. Okay, thank you for that. I believe this is the coupling thing that we're seeing here. This bit just has some color to it. There's... looks like it might be just a regular box on the other side. And then for the hoe model, it looks like they kind of just duplicated that whole coupling thing to the other end. Slightly. Okay. Maybe that doesn't help me as much as I had hoped. Problem is I need like the bright sun just like hit the side of the train just right. Which doesn't always fall in my favor. Yeah. And for the love of all that is holy, when you take your photos, please have more pixels. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, so there's that coupling thing. And then it looks like it's just kind of like some boxes, a little bit of greeblies. Like copy and paste them around a little bit. Yeah. So I think one side has that coupling, we know that. The opposite side to that coupling is some kind of box. There's a box. Coupling should be on the other side. Actually, or is that the other end? That actually might be that right there. So we got like a little box thing right there. That even seems like a filter of some sort. Little grill tile. It's just some other tile thing in between. And we have this. Yeah. Just some kind of like big box on the other side. I feel like these is kind of the same left to right. There isn't any difference. Yeah, there might be. Look, there's just another big box. Be nice if I could see that all clearly. Okay, here's some under construction photos. I don't think I'm getting that much help, honestly. Yeah, because there's that coupling thing. So we're gonna have to just make our best educated guess. Okay. Alright, let's go back on over. Okay, so for that coupling thing, I feel like I want something like this. We take these little short bar, put it on one side, and then we take probably a tile round? No. Plate round. Light bluish gray, kind of like that. Yeah, feels kind of accurate. Oh, it doesn't really sit on there nicely. Yeah, that's kind of how that sits. And the other one that we know of is kind of like this, like a grill tile on the side. Actually, you know what? Tile decorated. Wait, am I thinking of the wrong part? I think of the wrong part, but we do have this part. Kind of replicates that. Whatever's going on with that. And then I need a Baraki eye. I feel like would make the other googly. Like that. Yeah, light bluish gray. Would put that on this side. Kind of like that. I guess I need to get the bogey thing in here. Select by color. Copy. Paste. Now this should be more or less universal. Roughly. Oh, it's not universal if I grab the wrong connection point. There we go. And then these, are these faced out opposite of each other? No, they're pointed the same direction. That much I can make out from the images. Yeah. Okay, and then I need like a box thing on this other side, which probably is very similar to what we have going on. I'll just do another one of this, and then probably like a tile. Wait. Oop. Reference photos, please don't get in my way. This other end, I feel like it has this thing, but on like both sides. That. And that's kind of basically rough greebly's done. Do you need the door thing? You said the people these things, because I've used them before for upside down for like the shader things on train cabs. Yeah, no. It almost just needs to be... I'm trying to think here. It almost just needs to be... I don't... Yeah, I definitely can't get away with that. Okay. Worth a shot. Oh, wait, that needs to be there. Oopsies. Okay, that doesn't help anything. Merge. And you merge as well on that side. I don't know how functional I can get it. Kind of have an idea. Oop, that doesn't work. I need to have the flat one. Yeah, if I have it like that. Have that along there. And then just... in here? And now it's like 6 long. There's a door end on either side. Okay. Well, the door doesn't end there on either side, but it does. If I scooch it over here, it's roughly about 6 long, isn't it? Okay. There we go. Kind of the middle. How modified you? Okay, we're going to be running into friction problems again. I guess one thing I could do is just hinge this out. No, doesn't even look like I can hinge that out. Actually, what am I doing? Those can be like that. Those are fine. This is what needs to be put in. This is gonna have friction problems, isn't it? Unless I can somehow push that down even more fractionally. I don't think so. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what I could use in there. Let me think utensils. It'd be nice if it had like a great pattern to it. Snowshoes does come to mind. I don't think that would work too well. I guess, would snowshoes be under bodywear? No. Oh, no, nope, there they are. Actually, it looks like if we used a bar piece, we could probably technically use snowshoes. Sticking it like that. It doesn't have a bar connection though. It only has that central stud connection. Boink. Boink. Yeah, it's too far out. Ah. Yeah, I don't think we can use any fence parts. Where's it? Fence. And nothing that. Oh, I forget about this piece. It's that sideways bar thing. Kind of a nice little piece. Be nice to probably use one of those. I don't think I have anything though. Or correction. It sticks so far out though. I think that's my only problem with any idea I have. It just sticks like way the heck out. There is no winning it. It's just any option I do, it just sticks way out there. Nope. What are you doing? Stop doing weird things. That kind of works. It's obviously hitting on the sides a little bit, but kind of works. I would just call that good. Just have it pushed up just a little bit. I probably want to rotate that actually just to be almost flat against there. 90, like that. Because there is, I don't think any way I'm getting this to work any other direction. Actually, wait. No. Definitely not. Hey, welcome, MTFN. Yeah, not with clips. Yeah. Think I'm kind of at the limit. I mean, we kind of got the detail there. Fix that a little bit. Wow, actually, against the white background, you can barely even see it, but definitely be able to see it more in other things. Car spoilers. Yes, car spoilers would be great. Question is, actually, do they? They don't even come in white, though. White or like a light bluish gray. I guess the sand blue would kind of be close. Problem is just shoving them up in there. Our spoiler would be pretty great. Yeah. I just don't know any way of like shoving that up in there. In any meaningful way. Rear metallic rated. Yeah. Without bringing the bogey like way down, I don't see a good way of throwing the car spoiler in there. I think I'm just gonna go with that, man. We'll have to copy and mirror it to the other side here. Copy and mirror, bring this over and plop it on down. Sticks out a little bit. I mean, it kind of brings the detail in there. Select the color. This should probably almost just be black. So you got windows like right behind there. Okay. I think without further ado, we finally have a carriage together. So I'm gonna scoot this off to this side because we need to build other carriage. A couple different actually carriages. So if I take this, copy, paste. So we need one of these carriages, but with kind of like this end, except solid, and I need a knuckle coupler coming out of this bogie. Yeah, I need a knuckle coupler coming out of this bogie. So I need to rip this like all off. Because it just actually just needs to be built in instead of just sitting there. Yes, rip all of you go away. About there. Use. Actually, you know what? The bluish gray. There we go. Delete off. Most of that can go away. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have deleted all that. That come out. There's probably a door behind there if I'm thinking about it. Yeah. What that door looks like is questionable. Internet, tell me anything? Not really. Oh, wait, you know what? You know what? Ha 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 ha. Hold on, I'm just gonna grab a home model image. Oh, okay. So the door is there. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I have reference. Damn. So door is there. It's just really sunken into it. Kind of complicates things a little bit. Door? Why did you have to be so sunken in? Look at that. It's just way in there. That doesn't make anything else very easy. Yeah, I need to do these little bits, which, it's kind of a problem. Why did the door have to be so sunken in, of all things? Just so far in there. Also, this is gray. This is white. Gray. This is white. This one looks gray. But it also might be because it's overcast. Is there multiple? I wonder if there's multiple colors of this thing. Get rid of all that. Alright, starting fresh. Kinda. But where does that sit, really? Okay, so it sits about a plate off of the base. Alright. Gotcha. Okay, so that's about a plate off the base. And we probably want to do brick modified. I want headlight brick. No, I don't want headlight brick. I probably just need regular brick. Yeah, this seems pretty legit now. More or less just kind of fill this in with these now. Oh hey, I can perfectly almost fill those in with that. Nope, that's not what I wanted to delete. The pest. Lego for blockheads. Oh hey man, welcome. Has been quite a bit, hasn't it, unfortunately? Last time you tried contacting me, I was pretty dead. I'm feeling better now. Alright, so I need these to come out like this. We're just gonna put that down. That I need some round by rounds. Tile rounds, red. Squeeze me. Let's get some struggling with my English a little bit. It seems like I just need to go up one and then copy paste, put this over top like that. Yes, that seems pretty accurate. Yeah, most of what you've been streaming hasn't interested me much. I just thought I'd pop in and talk for a bit, though. That's fair. I kind of just do this streaming stuff more for myself anyways. I enjoy just showing off what I'm doing and chatting to people. Okay, so now we need the door, which is just a bright yellow. Like, just the absolute brightest yellow. It almost needs to sit right here. Like, we can easily do that little, like, plate thing that kind of comes up by just simply boom, and then I just need one of these clip things, thank you. Like that. And then a tile. Over top of that. There we go. Boom. That just solves that little bit. Gosh. 1x2s in a window frame, pretty much. Yep. Yeah. Let's see. Should really consider doing a Kenworth T800 and redo your W900. Wait, W900 is old enough for a redo. Probably some new parts that would probably are out that would probably help it. I did actually, I guess for a little off topic. Where is it? Yeah, the Kenworth bullnose. I did do this guy for the bulldozer as of recent, and I used the magic of these two things at their different heights to make the cab cocked back, like its shock mounts are broken, because I've seen quite a few Google images of Kenworth bullnoses where the cabs are tilted backwards. The cab mounts are just worn out or something. There must be some kind of flaw in them to have so many that are just doing that. Just kind of broken. It's just like a common problem. Okay, we're window. Does this part actually come yellow? It does. How expensive are you? $3. Bricklink, what do you tell me? $1? I guess if you order from Belgium, you can get it for like about $1. USA is kind of a little more expensive. More options. Anywhere. Let's do. North America. Search. About $1. Kind of all over the place a little bit. If you order from Europe, though, you're definitely gonna get that window in yellow at like a cheaper cost. Song is playing right now. I don't know what the previous one was, but currently, Atticop, Bring Me Back. Actually, I can just type that out and chant. Oh wait, no. Atticop must have been the previous one. Now it's more plastic and Urbano. Okay, anyways, that there. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use this yellow window. Because, ooh. That was Bring Me Back. Yeah, it looks like at a cop Bring Me Back was the previous one was playing. When I clicked over to the media player, was on that for a split second before it swapped to the new one. Okay, so that's in the way. It's not in the way. Bluish gray. Yellow. Okay, it might be a little bit too tall, but I think it's fine. I just need this window piece. Thank you. Plop that in. There we go. I don't know why it's in such depth. Okay, so then all we need, I guess, this little cable thing? Maybe? I think I'm gonna leave that out, honestly. We're just gonna do these little bumper thingies. It shouldn't be too hard. Probably can get away with it mostly by using The new brick rounds. My favorite brick rounds. Actually, wait, no, it has to go down a little bit lower than that, doesn't it? Yes. Trailer M2 106 box truck. Ah, good old M2s. Recycled mine quite a few times. Pretty much happy with how it came out. That's good. Let's see, I do believe I should be able to do that. That should be kind of more or less fine. Copy paste, put that there. Okay, brick round. Coming out of there. Yeah, I guess it needs to stick out just a little bit more further than that. Yeah. Yeah, that seems pretty good. And then I want to say we use a wedge for that curvature and that angle, kind of like that. And like that. Yeah? Question mark? Okay, and then select the color. This should be dark bluish gray. Alright, so I think that's pretty good. The only thing I gotta fix now is I gotta make a unlink from submodel. I need this bogie now to have a coupler kind of sticking out the back here. So I guess for that I should probably go grab my coupler gauge file. Ooh, there it is. I'll post some photos in the Discord soon. Sounds great, man. Look forward to what you get working on. It's always fun seeing everyone post stuff in the Discord. Create a submodel, thank you. Yoink. Okay. Where does that coupler need to sit? Right in between of those. Oh no. And I need to make sure that that coupler has a white. Okay, that's kind of a problem. What if we just did a sneaky beaky thing and just swapped. Okay, I don't. Studio, stop freaking out, thank you. It'd be weird if we just swap these like that. No one will know. Wait, honestly, just do a 4x4 in here. Then for these two, plate modified. Yeah, I like that. Copy mirror. Good enough. Okay, I need some parts. BMR coupler. Please. Alright, which one do I want? I probably want this one. Because it having that upwards connection will probably help me. Okay, that's it. That's what I need. But it needs to stick out a little further. Yeah, that's actually probably pretty good. At least we can kind of fix this with just putting some plates to it. Simply like that. Delete that. There we go. And that should have enough for bunch in a submodel. I have enough room that if I twist this a good bit, yeah, hopefully that's not running into that. Don't quite enjoy that. But I guess this thing just needs to run on longer track, which probably does anyways. Okay, so now that we got that one out of the way, create a submodel. So we have our end car, create a submodel, thank you. We have our end car, our mid cars, which can just be duplicated however many times you want because it doesn't seem like there's a consistent length of this thing. This one has 1, 2, 3 mid cars. This one definitely has more. Yeah, it's just kind of all over the place depending on how many mid cars you want. At least this end here allows you to hook it up to a locomotive like it actually has it. Back here, a locomotive in the rear. I'm wondering if this customer already has one of these locomotives that requested this passenger coach thing, or if he's gonna have me design that locomotive next. Anyways, it is time to build the schnoz diversion. Alright, file, save. Thank you. We can get rid of some of these other files. Don't save that. Don't save that. Go away. You. I don't need my ruler anymore. Okay, let's rotate that. Thank you. This. Okay, release. So for this one, we do need to close this window off. Merge together. Merge together. I do believe this train car is either slightly longer or slightly shorter. There we go. Okay, let's bring this in. Yeah, I think that's more or less line. We're just gonna bring this down now. Because, yeah, there's a lot of differences on that side. Oh, boy. Well, I guess one thing I need to do is flip it around. Did I make a mistake? I think I made a mistake. I did make a mistake. Oh, wait, no. But yeah, no, I did make a mistake because I... oh, okay. It's fine. Rotate that. We can easily take this bit here and put it on the other side. Select by projected. Put that over here. Yep, okay. You're fine. Okay, that's connected there. This one can go on to here. Okay, why are you not cooperating? Please move up. Okay, so what is the disaster that is now going to befall us, and what are all the modifications we need to do? It would help if this was aligned again. This is not aligned. Okay, aligned with the rear. The ends are longer. Middle. Everything seems kind of fine. Yeah, everything is kind of fine. I'm noticing that there's... Is there a difference in the windows? Wait a second. Oh, there is a difference in the windows. Oh no! Okay, so like pay attention to like this area of the blueprint. Like see how it kind of matches. We at least have it all kind of matched up to the windows here. Yeah, let's drop it down. And then do that again. Oh no. Okay, so it starts over here. Yeah, okay, and then it's this is also adjusted over. Oh, I gotta redo almost everything. Oh no. That sucks. Yeah, no, that definitely does suck. Yeah. Yeah, it should be all, it's like basically all fine until almost this line right here. Line right here, just right before the windows. We enter disaster. Yeah. Oh no. So I gotta rip this like all apart. Like the, yeah, I already knew that the doors and everything were not aligned up front. Like, also this bogey I think is like shoved back. Yeah, it definitely is shoved back. Almost like two studs too. Okay, well, let's start ripping apart. We need to take like everything off. That all needs to go. What can we salvage? That's also a big question too I have on my brain. What can I save? More or less little to nothing at all. I think I may be able to kind of come in here and salvage some bits. It's connected. Delete that. Select by connected. Delete that. This bogey mount we could probably salvage as well. I just pull that out. Select by connected. There we go. So yeah, we can pull the bogey mount out. Kind of salvage that as well. This all goes away. I gotta realign the whole window. I don't look forward to like any of this. Okay, let's try and salvage some of this window stuff. That way I don't really have to rebuild too much of it. It's more just reusing parts or modifying them slightly. Oh, okay. That's a little awkward that these didn't come with it. There are certain times, and this is definitely one of those times, where I just want to like push a project to the side and just be like, that can be next time me's problem. Future me can go die in a hole and suffer. Oh, I'm feeling it so strong right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and just pop that off too. Finish it this time. I mean, luckily we only have like half an hour left on stream. So I can just a little bit say like future me can just eat it. I do need to start the process of breaking this down all the way down to the bottom level, and then from the bottom level can I start reworking it all back out. Today, me was definitely not prepared for working on a project of this scope. Am I missing a 1x1? Oh, I am missing a 1x1. I didn't select it. Yeah, no, that can more or less stay. This all needs to be gutted as well. That back on there, thank you. Okay, so that's all pretty good. We just need to start redoing some of this down here. Quite a bit too. So like, wow, how are we off? Okay, so this window needs to be pushed kind of this way towards this door, about a bracket, and then from there we probably need to do plates and other things to get things to even back out, which means I probably need no, the tile right there. Oh wait, no, I can probably just use minifigure neck brackets to do some stuff, make it all fine. Why did you move? Why are you doing that? Stop that. I want you to move that way without adjusting yourself from the position that you should be in. Thank you. Let's see here. It would be kind of nice to be able to copy and mirror from side to side, but I don't think I'm going to get that lucky. Those plates down. Grab all this. And put that over there. Okay. Well, we get her scrapped down. Now it's just a matter of adjusting everything. Okay, so this will go. We'll have to figure out a different mount there so we can scrap all of that. Is that making it interior easier than making one? Yes, very much so. If you just don't do an interior. For this, I'm just kind of negating the interior mostly because of just trying to have some kind of structural membrane through there. As you can see, there's some Technic bricks going through here, kind of acting as a spine. Just trying to make these cars as light and as rigid as possible. They are kind of long. Plus, with the complication of how complicated it is building this, I don't really see much of the interior, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Kind of just negating it, forgetting its existence. Yeah, I need to adjust. I need to adjust this window. So yeah, it's really 50-50 though. Sometimes you'll see me do it, especially if I have like a lot of room, like the Belgian 08 class that I worked on, which is kind of like the sibling to this one. That one did have a little bit of interior, not like super highly detailed, but a little bit. So I guess I just go based on like the vibe that a model gives me. Just be like, yes, the vibe I feel today is interior for this model, or the vibe I feel is no interior. I feel like trains though you can kind of get away with it a lot more than say like trucks. Trucks you kind of do need like the interior. Trains you can kind of get away without it a little bit more. Yeah, I think, is that a plate or not? Oops. Is that 2 plates or 1 plate? What is the measurable distance here? That is 2 plates. So whatever I put here, actually, all of that, just grab this guy back here and move him forward. There. Double stacks of plates. Okay, I should probably bring this back just so I can see where the windows are kind of sticking at. They're about there. Okay, so I think I can put in, move this back, copy, paste, put a plate there. This window can move forward. And then, oh, okay. So really it is just kind of moving a bunch of this stuff forward. So that moves forward now. And I think that kind of just solves everything. Question mark? That's almost perfectly lined up with this guy again. Keep adding in more strength, everything. That, there we go. Should probably have at least one of those there. That'll keep that window from being able to be pushed in, basically. And the fun part is trying to copy and mirror all this out of here. And that window goes there. And this one looks like, oh, because it's ever so slightly getting out of line as it continues on. Okay. Something I could probably do for this one, though, honestly, is get these in here. Darkness gray. Grab all that. And then scooch it forward. And now we have a new alignment. That should be perfectly fine. And it gets rid of the, yeah, it gets kind of rid of the offset that is gradually happening. Which also means I need to figure out a way how to mount this. Let me guess, is it just going to be another one of these brick stacks? Copy. Paste. Ah, yeah. Yep, it is. Alright, I just need one of these. You know what? I think it would be smarter if I did it upwards. Because then I can probably scooch this guy in. Ah, no, I can't. Dang it. I can kind of scooch him in, but not really. Actually, now that I think about it, he's doing double duty because he's holding this window for being squished in, but also because these brackets are facing upwards, is keeping this window from being squished in. Happy accident. Alright, yep. So far I haven't really needed to use a bracket. It's just been... Yeah, we're starting to get off by fractions again. That's probably actually fractionally enough to make it worthwhile to do this again. Because of course the front car's windows are awkward. Maybe not actually. Yeah, maybe we'll just go continue on then. Copy, paste. Okay, and then yeah, it's just that tall window in the back. Paste. Big window. And that's it. Oh, hey, I can just easily put that brick there too. Sweet. Delete you, delete you, delete you. Okay, that's fine there. Let me add in another one of these back here. I actually finally need a bracket. For once. That took it a bit. To get the alignment just ever so slightly out of touch to where it needs a bracket. Alright, and then another one of these, kind of further down. That should be good, because it's just studded in right against that wall there. Now the fun part. I need to copy and mirror all of that to this side. Delete all this, delete all that. Delete that too. Select by connected. This window should be mostly free now. Clean up a little bit of this. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's just scooch this one out of my way. And I think I'm just going to copy and mirror from up top here. So I'm going to grab all of that. Copy and mirror. And we just trim out everything we don't need. That'll kind of be the easier way of going about it. All that. Okay. Yeah, that. Nothing else there in my way. That should be as simple as drag and drop. And that fixes the lower window. The upper window is going to be far more involved. Trying to fix that. Oh, man. Yep, all matches up now. So that's all good. Ooh. I see some other things I need to fix. Probably notice in this area right here. There's okay, I can definitely see it on my screen. I don't know if it's you can make it out of your your screen, but there's some black lines there for the tiles that are there. But yeah, that needs to be backed up. By like a good stud. Yeah. It's like all this needs to go. Actually, it doesn't seem like backing this up a stud will be that incredibly difficult. There's quite a bit of modifications that need to be made though. So we need to back that up first. These, need to cut one of these in half. That way I can drop these plates back, which drops these tiles back. Yeah, okay. So that seems rather good. Oh wait, is there another problem? I mean, there's unfortunately lots of problems. And that being that this Technic frame is kind of in my way of being able to back this up. But I think I can still do it without causing too much of an issue. That. Creative view. 1x2s. Select my color. Black. I'm gonna delete all of this. There we go. Because we can copy and mirror all of this. Ha! I had stolen it from the other side. Copy and mirror. There we go. Perfect. Is that really floating on the other side? No, it just didn't grab the little 1x1s. That's the only thing. There we go. Okay, so now that should be good, and we can ignore this end bitch for now until we have to come back to it later. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that. So what's next? I guess that's just kind of rebuilding back out the what's above, or what was above that dark bluish gray section. Actually, I need this back. Just thought about that for a moment. I do need this kind of back right there. Mostly because I need to see where this goes. If that still goes in its original position, or if luck has it that it's scooted over some way for some reason, because yay. I'm gonna say it's scooted over by a stud. 1x8, 1x8. Yeah, those are all 1x8s. Those can kind of just stay as they are. We'll just put some 1x2s instead. Okay, so yeah, that scoots over by a stud, which means this also scoots over by a stud. Oh. Scoots over by 2 studs. Yes. You know what? It's also a bit more nuanced than that. It's, of course it can't be centered. How complicated would that be to offset that? Probably not that complicated. No, it wouldn't be actually that complicated. It would actually be incredibly easy. All right, well, we're offsetting it. Woo! Why would anything be easy? Because it never is. Despises me. but at least we can kind of fix things fairly easily. I'm not saying it's like amazingly easy, but hey, it's at least kind of fixable. It takes a lot of work in order to get it fixed. It drives me nuts. And there, of course, those windows and everything else is just like off by like weird amounts. Why does this train have to have weird dimensions? Can't anything just be square and straight? Is that too much to ask? And the answer is yes. Yes, it is too much to ask. Paste. Okay, I need to scooch these back. And yeah, this side just needs a tile. That's easy. This side needs a bracket. And then a tile. Because we're feeling fancy. Because real life despises square. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay, so yeah, that should more or less be exactly what we need. Hopefully. There is some little modifications we need to do to this bit though. One of those being I need to use tile modifieds. Premiere, copy, paste. Yes, like bluish gray, and then I just need to tile across like that. Is there anything else I need to be doing? No, actually. I think I can just slap these back in there. Maybe. Doesn't look like they'll necessarily slap back in there. Okay. Well. Hey, would you quit grabbing onto these studs up above? Yeah, it's not 6 studs. That's something we could do. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, so I need a 4x8 length right there, and I need a 1x8 over here. Good. Now this nonsense on this side. See, will this just kind of work out? Okay, at least that side works out. That's a nice thing. Yep, okay, cool. Now we need to rip this out and put it in and do the funky magical stuff. Okay, how easy? You know what? This is already ripped out. See, not even connected to this top part. Let's do bright pink for it all. Round, because we'll just use this technique. And then I see tile modifieds. Come on, studio. Come on. Come on. We're almost at the end here. You need to last for just 10 more minutes. Then I give you permission to just die. You so desire. Alright, so now that we have that, it's still very angry. Should be able to slap that in right there. Yep. And let's deselect all of these parts back here. And then I can hit the move tool Of course I can't use the move tool. Dang it. Hashtag save. You know, you may be onto something. I don't know, man. I think you might be onto something. That's it's a lot of smart talk there. Hey, and there we go. We got that scooted over. So now that that is saved in there, and then we can save that. Good. Now Studio can go and kick the bucket like it wants to. So heavily desires. Sweet embrace of death to release it from my shenanigans. Alright. Cool. We have that all in. So, select the color. I have to do this kind of painfully, don't I? Yeah, because I need this to be black, and then I need to come through here and change a bunch of this light bluish gray. Manually. Can you not use brackets to connect the windows? You mean these upper windows? No, because because of my sweet luck, the upper parts of the upper halves of windows are actually tilted inwards. Yeah, they frickin' pinch. So that's why these cars have that kind of going on. A little bit of angle right there. No, the small one. Small one. Oh, are you talking about this barrier? This isn't a window from what we've been kind of looking at. This is like some kind of like number board thingy? Or destination board or something else. It's not always there though, which is interesting. Yeah, sometimes it's like not there, sometimes it is there. It's most likely not a window though, from as far as we can tell. It's something else. Even though they mark it as a window on this kind of like blueprint drawing thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a window though. Mostly because the seats are just like right there. It'd be like having a window at like your feet. So, interesting. Also, brackets wouldn't really work too well just because of the positioning, because it has to be off by this like weird awkward amount. So doing the modified tiles, the clips, and then doing the plate rounds, the little bar on the bottom, it allows you to like offset things by very incremental amounts, very good ways. So it's a pretty handy technique if you need to like offset something. Especially within a space like this. This is a very good use for this technique. Okay, stud offsets are annoying. Very much so, yeah. Yeah, yeah they are. Alright. Got a few minutes left here. Still. I guess I just start taking parts from here. What? Yeah, because what do I have going on here? I have it offset already here. But these windows aren't necessarily... Are they offset? What is going on with these windows? Do I want to know? I don't think I want to know. I think I want to just go and cry. Hey. Oh no. slope. Yeah, because we have a cheese slope here at the bottom. And what is that even offset by? It's like, oops, didn't mean to do that. It's like bracket, tile, plate, question mark. Hold on, I kind of need to figure some of this out so that way when we come and attack this next week, I have some idea of what shenanigans we'll be doing. Okay, yeah, no, that is about a plate in there. We can easily just scrunch this over that fractional amount. I'm gonna have to build a almost half a plate off, but not quite. Yeah. The rest of the windows are probably like this too, aren't they? Yeah, that's basically a brick and a plate. So, I think the plan will have to be that I'm gonna have to build some kind of like, probably like 2 or 3 thick internalized structure of just plates, tiles, and bricks going ham just to try and give me the offsets that I need. Since it just doesn't want to be square with the studs. Oh no. Alright, well. Yep, that's a problem for next week, me. Since we're pretty much out of time for today. Delete all this because I don't want to look at it ever again. Yeah, because we have a lot of shenanigans going on with like brackets and stuff, but we have to do that, but like more. I'm gonna lose my mind. It'll look beautiful in the end, but I'm gonna lose my mind. You know what's gonna be even more painful? Doing this front part. I'm not gonna think about that right now, though. What I'm gonna think about is I can go take a nap and try and recover my brain, and then go back to work on other stuff. I think my brain deserves it just a little bit. Anyways, yeah. We are out of time for today. So we'll end off for now, and we will come back next week to maybe finish off this project? Question mark? Bedtime, well, yeah, a little bit. See you later. Yeah, see you later, man. Yeah, next week we'll come back, maybe finish off this project. I guess we'll see how far we can get along with things. This front may take a bit. I guess we probably will go on overtime next week, depending on how close we are to finishing. It may be an overtime stream. So yeah, I guess we'll see how that goes. Anyways, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all again next time. Enjoy the rest of your day / evening, depending on where you are in the world. Take care, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.